And we continue to follow breaking news of a different crash now than what Dave's talking about. A woman rushed to the hospital after flipping her car along West Trinity Lane just off I-65 in North Nashville. This happened about 4 hours ago at 3 o'clock. The woman went to Vanderbilt Medical Center. No word yet on her condition. We'll keep watching that story for you. 3 kids went to the hospital after a bad crash in Rutherford County yesterday. It was around 5 o'clock on Midland Road near Christiana. Car going around a curve and apparently crossed the center lane and went head-on into a Toyota SUV. 6 people, including 3 kids, ages 12, 9, and 6, were all injured. No word yet on how serious those injuries are. We're told one of the drivers could be facing charges that crossed that center line. And we do have other breaking news we're watching. The search is on for several brazen thieves who outran officers after stealing a car, they say. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley is working this story from the CJC with the very latest. And I know they've got a couple of them, but they're still searching for more, right, Cuthbert?
Steve, yes. According to police, at last check, they are searching for 6 other suspects who are involved with this car theft overnight. We know that, as you said, 2 people are in custody. They are here at the Metro Jail right now. I've been speaking with officers throughout the morning to get an update on their identity and the charges they're going to face, but so far those have not been released yet. This all stems from an late night theft at a home on Scottwood Drive. According to police, these 8 suspects went up to this man, stole his car out of his driveway. They sped off, and a short time later, officers came up to them. They noticed that the car was the one that was stolen. And the thieves noticed police too, so they sped off. Officers chased them for a short way, but as you see, the thieves didn't get very far. They crashed there into the ditch, and between 5 and 7 people, according to police, got out of the car and ran away. If you can imagine 7 people in that one car. 2 people immediately arrested, 6 others still on the run this morning. Police believe these folks could be connected to 6 other car thefts in the area over the last several weeks. We don't know the dates or the times of those, but again, we could be hearing a lot more about these people once they get a better idea as to who they are looking for this morning. They don't have a good description for me yet or an identity, but we are staying on top of the story and we'll bring you updates beginning this afternoon on News Channel 5 at 4 o'clock. For now, we're live here at the Metro Jail this morning. I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
All right, Cuthbert, thank you. And new this morning, a teen is recovering after a shooting in Hopkinsville. The Kentucky New Era took this photo there for us. Police said that a 19-year-old was shot in the arm during a party on Young Love Street early yesterday morning. That teen should be all right, but police still don't know who the shooter is. If you have any information, contact the Crime Stoppers number there at 270-887-TIPS. An MTSU student is now behind bars this morning. He's accused of killing a young woman in Murfreesboro that we had told you about. Brandon Bowling was arrested early Saturday morning. The college senior charged with killing Heather Maples. She was found dead inside her apartment back on August the 7th. Investigators have not released how the 22-year-old died or a motive for the killing. They will say that Bowling and Maples did know each other, but their relationship is still not known. Well, thanks to a tip, the man wanted for a deadly drive-by shooting is now behind bars. Detectives found Muhammad Al-Mamadi at a motel late Friday night. When the 23-year-old saw the officers, though, he drove off and then he crashed into a garbage truck. He was taken to the hospital but is now in jail. Al-Mamadi is charged with the murder of Kenny Hatcher. The 18-year-old was shot and killed last week on Vine Hill Road in South Nashville. Well, the man accused of stealing from a charity that helps sick children has been nabbed, and now he's facing charges. Police say that Thomas Shockley, right here you see on the surveillance photo, stole the donation tip jar from the Ronald McDonald House from a local McDonald's restaurant last week. He's facing several charges, including theft and vandalism. A search is now underway for a suspected kidnapper accused of trying to lure a 7-year-old in Mount Juliet. Luckily, he was not successful, but it happened Saturday morning, we're told, at this apartment complex just off Charlie Daniels Parkway. The little girl told police that a guy in a maroon SUV tried to chase after her, tried to convince him to get into her car, tried to lure her in, but luckily she said no. She got away. Mom's still shaken up by what happened, though.
It's just not something you think is ever going to happen to your child, but it was, I mean, you hear about it, but it's not something you think would happen to your kid.
Mount Juliet police are now looking over the surveillance camera photo. If you have any information at all, contact police. Officials in Overton County are still looking for this missing teenager this morning. 17-year-old Lucas Brown has not been seen since Thursday. His vehicle was recovered within Overton County. They're still looking for him, though. He was last seen wearing khaki shorts and a T-shirt, Converse tennis shoes, and blue and white socks. If you've seen Lucas anywhere, call 911. Happening today, an important reminder for all parents who have kids in metro schools. They need their shots. They desperately need their shots. Starting today, your kid's going to be sent home if they don't have up-to-date vaccination records. At last check, more than 50% of 7th graders did not have all of their needed vaccinations. You can get religious or medical exemptions if needed, but you still have to take your child to the healthcare provider to get that. For more information on the vaccines that are required today and where you can get them, go to our website at newschannel5.com.